And you are taking a live look right now over Beirut in Lebanon. Obviously, a lot to discuss here, so I do want to head out live over to Israel and bring in Matt Finn with Fox News. He's been joining us quite a bit over the past several days. And Matt, again, a lot of different topics to discuss. So overall, what is the latest out there?
High-level media podcasts. Well, the latest right now is Israel says it intercepted a missile within the past couple of minutes fired by Hezbollah here into Israel. And this morning, there was a series of rockets that Hezbollah fired from Lebanon here into Israel.
The situation between Iran and Israel has escalated significantly in recent months, leading to concerns about the potential for an all-out war. The conflict has transitioned from a covert, shadow war involving proxy forces and indirect attacks to more direct military confrontations. This shift indicates that both nations are increasingly willing to engage in open hostilities. Historically, Iran has supported groups hostile to Israel, such as Hamas and Hezbollah, creating what Israel perceives as an existential threat. The recent events have seen a series of retaliatory strikes between the two nations. For instance, following an Iranian missile attack on Israeli territory, Israel conducted extensive airstrikes targeting military sites within Iran. These actions represent a significant escalation in their long-standing conflict. Iran has vowed to respond appropriately to Israeli strikes but has also expressed a desire to avoid a wider war. This duality reflects the complex calculus that Iranian leadership faces. While they must maintain their image of strength and deterrence against Israel, they are also wary of provoking a larger regional conflict that could involve U.S. military forces stationed nearby. Israel's recent military actions have been characterized by precision targeting of Iranian military capabilities rather than civilian infrastructure or nuclear facilities. This approach may indicate an effort to contain the conflict while still demonstrating its willingness to defend itself against perceived threats from Iran. Despite both sides expressing caution about escalating into full-scale war, the likelihood remains high due to several factors. Each side's need to respond to attacks can create a cycle of retaliation that spirals out of control. Both governments face internal pressures that may compel them to take more aggressive stances.
Graphic video out there that shows the aftermath of an Israeli strike. 38 people reported dead since yesterday, including women and children in Gaza. Refugees say food is very scarce, and they're pleading to democracies around the world for help. And turning towards peace talks, the U.S. Secretary of State is continuing his 5-day trip here overseas with a meeting today in London with the Lebanese Prime Minister. It's part of a larger global scale, an attempt to prevent war between Iran, Israel, and even Lebanon. And the New York Times this morning is reporting that if Israel does retaliate, as you guys were just talking about, against Iran for its missile strike here earlier this month, then Iran says it's ready to respond. The scale apparently will depend on the Israeli strike.
The involvement of other regional players could further complicate matters, potentially drawing additional countries into the conflict. In conclusion, while neither Iran nor Israel appears eager for full-scale war at this moment, the ongoing hostilities and mutual provocations increase the risk of escalation into broader conflict. The probability that Iran and Israel will start a war is high given the current tensions and retaliatory dynamics between them. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, and thanks to you and have a wonderful time. See you in the next one.